Let's roll. This is Countercharge, your podcast for ranks, flanks, and kings of war. Join your hosts as they delve into the world of Panithor and bring you worldwide coverage of all things Kings of War.
Welcome to Countercharge. I'm Ralph. In tonight's episode, we catch up with the West Coast, specifically Ryan and Nic from Reno. So sit back and enjoy. We're back at U.S. Masters 2026 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we got two of the top players from the West Coast. We got Nic and we got Ryan. How you guys been? I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I haven't done a lot of events lately. Reno was the last time we saw you, which is this time roughly. Well, yep. You were Labor Day weekend last year, right?
No, it was almost almost been a year.
Okay, so it's been a year.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen you guys.
Yeah.
Because you went to Lone Wolf, right, with Blake? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't go to that this year, and just
went to Adepticon too.
Yeah, and I wasn't there either. I was like, I was watching you guys play. I was like,
You're missing out, right?
I am for sure. So hopefully I'll get the bug and just get invigorated with it. But what's going on the West Coast?
You know, unfortunately, I think we've seen kind of a shrinking in our scene, but Reno's still going strong. We've got consistently, I would say, about 7 to 9 people playing, Ryan.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Every Thursday down at Comic Kingdom, our local store, which is great. I went down and played at Riddle of Steel. That was fun. It was really good.
That sounds awesome. Danny's been there a few times, and
Danny
Blake's
has.
been there before, right?
Yep.
And that's still at Scott Holcomb's house?
It is. Yeah. So we'll see, because I think we're shrinking a little bit, unfortunately, there. There's been some challenges with keeping some of the scene going, but it's been overall still positive, at least in our area, which is fun.
Yeah.
We added a couple new players. We've got a new player this year who came with us, James Taylor. He played Best of the Rest last year, and he's really jazzed to be here and super excited. So
how's he going to do? I mean, first big event, or has he been doing other events?
he's done a lot of our just
local events.
Just local events.
I don't think he hasn't traveled yet, so I think this is his first travel event.
So I think I am imagining he's probably going to win 2 games most likely, because he's a really solid player, at least.
And winning 2 games at the Masters is no joke.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. I mean,
and the first time you play Masters, like, it's like, oh wait,
I lost my first game. I'm going to go to the bottom. No.
Well, you might go to the bottom, but you're going to play like a really, really good player, and they're going to keep you there.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that outcome of what Travis versus who's Travis playing? I can't remember now.
Travis Tim?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was, we were chatting about that, but it was like that matchup. You're like, okay, cool. So whoever loses their game may play one of them, and easily top 10 player in the U.S. by far. So it's going to be a problem.
So I know 4th edition. There's some people that like it, some people that don't, right? And so you're going to lose some players. Are you? And obviously Scott's a good example. Someone that you're able to newer player to keep him. Are you able to bring some new blood in? And what are you guys doing up there to kind of stem the tide while people get their 4th edition legs under them?
I think a lot of it's been still building relationships.
Yeah.
And so like our group is not just playing games, like we're friends outside of it mostly. I'm the busiest one because I've got 4 kids and I usually have to do family events and stuff, which is fantastic. But, a lot of the guys have been hanging out at Blake's house on the weekend and playing other games and getting together and doing those type of things. So, the one thing about this community that is so strong still, regardless of whatever changes, is that it's a friend group as well. That's one of the biggest reasons why I shifted over from other more competitive war games. Because
what were those, like 40K?
I was actually playing X-Wing.
Okay.
Before they nuked that.
All right. So you left before they nuked it?
Yes, I left before they nuked it, and I actually walked away because it was like 40-player tournaments, and nothing there was good. It was all just toxic, and the people were really mean, minus a few, but it was just like, it was really intense. I went to Worlds a couple times and had a blast, but also it was like, there's nothing here. Like, I'm not going out and having a beer with my friends.
It's funny. Adepticon, they would start with 300-400 players, and then after round 1, they're down to 50.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think, Ryan? What have we been doing?
I mean, I think one thing you said is the people, right? It's the relationships. That's why you play the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all hang out. I mean, just like Nic said, we, go to Blake hosts a lot of stuff at his house, so we just hang out with Blake a lot. And
I haven't seen Blake in forever.
Blake's still drinking at the moment, so I'm sure he'll stagger in here at some point.
Well, I gotta, I always gotta bring up, old Elvis or something on the toilet. So.
Oh gosh, let's hope that never happens. But
It's called Blake and his sideburns.
That's right.
Exactly. I mean, one of the cool things, I guess, like the health of our community a lot of the times is we play on Thursdays. We usually show up 5 o'clock and get a couple games in, depending on how it is. And the store usually stays open until about 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
But we're hanging out in the parking lot talking sometimes for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
And most of us are looking at the clock going, man, we got to go get our sleep so we can get up at 6:30 in the morning the next day.
And you guys are still playing at Comic Kingdom?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
it's a great store.
Yeah.
I like the pinball on the back. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and they're expanding it too. It's been a little challenging because we do hold our tournaments up at my work at the University of Nevada, Reno, because it's a quieter venue. We have full autonomy and control over it, which, by the way, we moved it to October 10th and 11th. Anybody wants to come out in Reno.
Is this Jackalope or which one is
Jackalope.
this? Got it.
Yeah. So we have one in Jackalope, and then we have April Fool's. So we have one around that time in April and one in October now. It used to be in November, but we'd get a lot of issues with snow and people traveling over the pass. So.
Yeah.
But the community's great. We did add 2 to 3 players and then shrunk a little bit and then added again and kind of back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been pretty consistent this past couple of years.
Yep. So it seems good. I just, would like to see it get bigger, but I'm just not sure how people want to approach that. It's been challenging.
Well, I think, too, if the player is playing an army that hasn't had one of the updates, they may be waiting for the new book.
Yes. And I think that's, personally, command
As
orders.
an undead player.
Yeah, as an undead player, I'm sitting here going like, hey, okay, they just launched the new update, the new book, Fracture, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, all right, I'm going to pull my book out. Oh, my list hasn't changed at all. Nothing's changed.
So what are you playing this weekend?
Well, a lot
Are you
of...
playing undead?
Yep. Still. I've adopted the philosophy of... if you keep winning with it, then keep playing it. And since I win like 50% of the games, then I guess that's considered winning at this point. But I did win Riddle of Steel. So that was fun. And, Idaho tournament. So
Riddle of Steel is no joke. There's some good players.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And it's a great event. So,
yeah.
Did you go Riddle of Steel?
No, I wasn't able to make that one.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Did you go solo? Or did you go out with Blake?
No, Blake and I went down there.
Danny joined you guys? Danny came to Blue City Brawl.
Yeah, I know.
This year, which was awesome to have Danny in Memphis. It was fun.
That was so fun. Yeah, Danny has been traveling more, I think, than anybody else, and I think that's really good because he's an excellent ambassador for our scene and
he recruits people to come to your events.
Exactly.
You go to our event, we go to your event,
Yep.
and you scratch each other's back and
Yep.
cross-pollinate. But Ryan, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Yeah.
So
What are you playing? I heard somebody told me you're playing elves now.
yeah, I'm playing elves.
What's going on with that?
Damn dirty elves.
What's going on with that? You were playing Tri-Realms before that, right?
Yeah, I was playing Trident.
Tri-Realms just too difficult, or what?
Well, no,
Not
I
as
just roll a lot of ones.
Okay.
I like the elite.
And when he says he's rolling a lot of ones, I kid you not, we've had games where he rolls 18 dice and he rolls 12 ones.
Yeah.
And so we're like, hey, man, you need to play. You
You
need
need an army
elves.
with elite.
Yeah,
elves,
absolutely.
elves would be the pick.
Yep. And
So how have they been treating you so far?
great. I don't averaging out. I've been playing them about almost a year now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe about 10 months. So right after Masters last year, I picked up the elves and started going that route. And I think my elite conversions are probably about 80%.
What was the thought process to jump to elves? Were you just looking for something new hobby project or a new?
Well, when you see his army,
everything.
you'll understand the hobby aspect.
Is it awesome?
Didn't you take top 3 at Adepticon for paint?
Yeah, I think
I'm
I took.
excited to see it.
It's
Yeah, I
incredible.
took third at Adepticon for paint. First at Jackalopes, or
Yeah.
was it April Fool's?
It was April Fool's.
April Fool's.
I mean, heads and
That's
tails,
awesome.
though. I mean,
That's awesome. So you've been working hard, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Been working hard on
Yeah.
it.
So
What models did you use?
I bought into 3D printing with Artisans Guild.
Yeah. They
So
make
the-
cool models.
Yeah, they're I guess they're high elves. They're
Yeah.
high elf line, so that's what I picked up. So yeah, they make quality stuff.
Who do you play in the first round, Nick? Uh-oh, he doesn't know.
Alex, I can't say his last name.
Not Chavez.
No, he's from the South.
Oh,
He's running
plays
herd.
Goblin. He's running herd.
He's running herd,
That's weird.
basically.
Well, he's running the Force of Nature, but yeah.
Force of Nature, a.k.a. her.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be an odd matchup because Undead struggles with push in general.
Yeah.
Although it's just kill and then get your guys across the line. But when the other guys can kill your zombie legions faster than you can get your things over
And
the line.
they're faster.
And they're
in
faster
general.
in general. It's going to be...
What's in your list?
We got 2 zombie legions, the Gorblight, 3 hordes of whites, 2 troops of the werewolves, which are fantastic and have been honestly a huge addition to the list. I know I get a lot of grief. What?
I heard you need more.
Oh yeah, I heard I need more, and I heard I need to take.
Was that on the matchup cast?
Yeah, I need to take a regiment that has brew of strength, because apparently that's the only way undead is good these days. And then 2 wraith troops that I've been given a lot of crap for as well. But I'm like, with shooting the way it is right now, those are amazing with the
A defense 6 unit.
defense 6 with
Yeah.
the life leech and the life leech. Yeah, it's just it's kind of a no-brainer. So a little low on inspiring, but a lot of the same tools. It's very similar to the list I took last year when I went 4-2, which was really nice. And I just think this year, actually, with the addition of high, fast flanking units, it just adds a lot of threat projection. So I don't know. We'll see.
What did the matchup cast? Were they like, oh, Nick's got this in the bag?
Oh no,
Sure.
It was a 0 vote for me.
Oh.
I think it was a 0 vote for
You know
our
what, though?
team in general.
You've been in that position before, and you proved them wrong.
Every single Masters, I have not gotten a single vote to win, and I have won my first game for the last 6 years.
I mean, eventually they're going to have to go, well, we probably should stop voting against you.
Well, I look at it this way. It's like when I was watching the cast, and it's like we don't mingle that much. We're all friends, but like not our West Coast scene doesn't always get out that often. And half of it is that I think they don't really know us that well, and we have a really solid player base. Like honestly, like I know Adam is the 2-time master. He's amazing.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to play him.
He's
You
great.
know? He's great.
Yeah.
But honestly, like Sean's matchup against him with his Forces of Nature list and the way Sean plays, like,
Hey, what's Sean doing these days? More children or what?
well, he just had one, but you know, he's actually retired.
Retired from work?
Yeah, so he plays more games now.
Okay, that's cool.
So I mean, we've been playing a lot of MCP and stuff like that as well. But I mean, he's just as invested in the Kings of War scene than he has
Yeah.
ever been. So
Yeah.
But I just-
Did he come out with you? No.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
seriously okay.
Yeah, Sean got up this morning to get on our 6:30 flight, which is like an act of Congress
Right,
for
for
him, which is great to see him there. No, it's great. I just think the West is underrated. I really do. You know, I think we have some of the best paint that I think we've ever had, especially because Ryan joined us.
Yeah.
He brings our paint score up.
Yeah. Well, it's good if you already had like a critical mass of good paint, and then we're going to get some more other players that are currently on the team to up their game too and
Yeah.
bring something new.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's in your list, Ryan? I mean, obviously dirty elves.
Yeah, dirty elves. So I got a couple hordes, 2 hordes of Palace Guard, 2 regiments of Palace Guard, 3 regiments of Kindred Archers, a couple Tall Spear troops, critters, and some Dracons, and mages, and other command units.
Does your mage still have Blizzard on him, or did
No.
you changed that?
Like I've got one with Bane Chant and Heal, and the other one with Bane Chant. So 2 wizards.
Yeah, double Bane chant.
Yeah.
And what did they
Nasty.
say about you? You're playing Noah Hutton with
Noah.
Ratkin Slaves,
Yeah.
right? Which is an abyssal dwarf list, I guess.
Yeah.
And what did they say about you?
Oh, they didn't even look at me.
Oh, they didn't look at you. Oh, they didn't even talk about your guys' game.
Oh no, they did. They
did.
did. They just.
They didn't rate you high.
No.
I think
Is that based on last year's performance?
probably.
Which is so. It doesn't make any sense. I've played Ryan so many times, and I can't tell you how many games have come down to a single dice roll where it's like, this is a toss-up. It doesn't matter. I don't know, Ryan. What's wrong with you? I just can't figure it out.
What's your brother been doing, by the way, Nick? Is he still playing?
No, unfortunately, has not played 4th edition. He took some time off of gaming in general. He realized it was becoming a little bit too much of a thing for him and his family, and so they've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, priorities. You gotta have your priorities right.
Yep.
If you have the time, great. But
Exactly.
you can't make it an unhealthy thing if it's
Exactly.
taken away from other important stuff.
Yeah, they basically do like a Boy Scout, Girl Scout thing, and they're gone like every weekend, and he has no time, and I totally get it. But we still see each other almost every week,
That's great.
play games.
And you're still playing. Is it Unmatched? What's the game you guys play all the time?
Still playing Matched. Gosh, what was that? Oh, if you haven't played it yet, fantastic game that just re-released. It's based on Mad Max. Glory Road Vendetta.
Oh, it's Thunder Road.
Road Vendetta.
Yeah, it's based on the old game. It's Restoration Games.
Yeah, so the same company. We bought that.
I've heard of that game.
We played it on 4th of July. We played it like 5 or 6 times.
It's like the perennial Ameritrash game. We love it.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I really enjoyed that. Even my dad, who's not a huge gamer, and then, all of my kids, all the way to my 6-year-old, could play it. So
You have 4 kids.
I do.
How do you have time to do that and to work and play Kings of War and run a community?
My wife is amazing.
Okay. That's the only plausible explanation you could possibly provide.
It also helps that, like, my kids are homeschooled, so we do a lot of events, and then, like, we'll leave and we'll go somewhere for a week, but we're still doing school stuff like that. My job is flexible because as a professor, I can be like, hey, I'm going to have my staff cover my clinic and take care of the things, and I can teach.
And what do you
online.
teach at? Is it what university are you at?
University of Nevada, Reno.
Yeah. So what do you teach?
Kinesiology.
That's what I thought
medicine.
it was, but I want to say it and be like, no, I'm whatever.
Yeah.
Physical education or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no, that's not.
Basically just, nerd stuff, but also with sports. So
That's good though.
But it's nice. I mean,
and you got a whole place to run tournaments now.
Absolutely. And it's all free. That's the best part.
That's like Jason Burr with this venue. It's like this. When I walked in, I was like, I played high school hockey. We did not own our own stadium. Right? Like, we did not have a hockey arena to play hockey. It's like a whole different level of bougie.
Yes. It's changed over the years, but yeah, that's part of it. So when we host our tournaments, any of the fees go back. So we usually provide at least 1, if not 2 meals throughout the day, like they're doing here at Masters, which is really nice because it allows us to all just be together.
And if they leave the venue and come back, it's like it's how do you get them back in time? How do you run an event on schedule?
Yeah.
Well, we went over your list. How do you think you're going to do against Noah? Has he been playing the Noah list against you? Like, hey, this is what's going to go on.
No. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of practice games in before this event, so.
You'll be just fine.
Yeah, I think I have to be aggressive because he's got some shooting.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a horde of decimators.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of the mortars, I think.
Yeah, and if those mortars hit, it's gonna.
Well, you have shooting.
Yeah.
You could shoot his shooting.
Yeah. And that's the plan. That's what I'll
shoot the mortars if you can see them. Right?
Yeah, if I can see
That's
them.
going to be the hard part.
Yeah.
Don't let those decimators shoot you. Otherwise,
The problem with the
it's a
decimators is
problem.
when they withdraw and then they shoot you.
Yes.
You get in there and then they go, well, we're not going to fight you. We're going to back up.
And then shoot you. Yeah.
And there's no penalty for that.
Yeah.
So
Which I could say that is one of the funnest rules in 4th that I've enjoyed abusing.
withdraw.
It's the magical, so I like to stack my units, and I have the 2 zombie legions with a Gorblight in the middle, and then I kind of stack. I've got my necromancer or whatever lord or hero, and then skeletons and a few, maybe even something else. So when I usually do withdraw, and I probably withdraw the legion maybe once a game, I teleport all the way through, which it feels bad, but then it opens up flanks, and I literally have the ability with all the whites to just come in and
Mechanically it may seem weird, but like in my head canon, it's like, well, yeah, you told that unit to withdraw and to run away,
and they're going,
and they're going to go, and you're the boys behind are ready to rock and roll.
Just the fastest zombies I've ever had on the table. That's the best part.
How are you liking 4th though? It sounds like you're enjoying it, but is there anything in particular of the changes for 4th that these are the best changes, most interesting changes?
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Ryan?
I think I enjoy it more than 3.5, to be honest. I mean,
And what is that from the mechanic standpoint?
I think from the mechanically, for me, since I was new to Kings in 3.5, it was difficult to learn.
Yeah.
Like all the little nuance movements and like, oh, you can't pivot that way because of like these 5 different reasons. It's like, oh, geez, like how am I going to remember all this? So it took me a long time to remember all those rules. And now 4th has just made that a lot easier.
So Kyle Poole previously pointed out, he's like, well, I think for the casual player or the player that's not, really high end, the game is faster, it's cleaner, it's easier to learn.
Yes.
Right? You want to charge that unit? Do it. Just are you within range? Do it. You can run through your own units when you're charging together. You can avoid the difficult terrain. Yeah. His other theory though is at the high end, because the movement is a little bit more free, a little bit more open. If you give your opponent that flank or that whatever, so I guess the premise is at the high end, if you make a mistake, the fact that the way the rules are now, you're going to get really punished.
Yeah.
So At the high end, maybe it is a little bit more tacky, tic-tac-toe, right? You really got to be paying attention. But,
Yes.
I mean, it definitely speeds the game up. Now, question for both of you guys. You guys are playing on 65-minute clocks.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? You don't care. You don't run out.
Been playing that. No, I mean, I get down there at the larger tournaments, especially it's like, I could say, having played Jeremy a lot over the years, like Jeremy and Rashad and those guys, like they just bring such a tactical game. Like they're already amazing players, and so then I have to be even better and on my game.
Right.
And so those are the games that we get tight on. Like I'm still tight because I'm undead because I'm trying to figure out the ideal surges and things that I need to be able to figure out in certain circumstances. But I also, because I play a slower armory, I feel like I have to play 2 turns ahead sometimes, and I have to really, really map that out. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I think I've excelled at as a player is being able to see what's going to happen after this, and then, be okay with the double ones into the doppelgangers, and which that happened this last week, and that was awful. Whites into doppelgangers, double ones. And then they killed me back.
Well, yeah, because they get
oh, crap.
Yeah.
No. But 4th has been fundamentally, I think, better for the game in general. I love that we remove some of the ticky-tack weird things, like with the small bases that we could just abuse random charges and see through things and move around, and the flying individual rule, which was always really silly and caught new players out, where we could just pop their guy from behind if they weren't facing and touching another unit. That was always felt awful.
Yeah.
Being able to only double charge, take 2 units in, I think actually has helped a lot.
Yeah.
I like the sticky combat at first because I didn't understand it. I was trying to play without the rules and listening to all the different things, and then being like, oh, my necromancer, because haha, big dragon. And then that's not the case. So I think it's a lot cleaner. I actually think the sticky combat, it makes it fun. It's annoying sometimes, but you have to be extremely tactical with.
Yeah, it makes it more tactical.
Yeah, because you can't just hit somebody and be like, all right, now today I am rolling really well. So shooting changes are great too as an undead player, but also at the same time, little frustrating for certain things. I feel bad because my opponents are like, yeah, I'm going to get you. I'm like, no, you're not.
That's right.
Shambling.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're not going to get me.
No, you're not.
What do you think about the game, Ryan? I mean, you kind of touched on some of it, the little speed of play, maybe a little less tic-tacky. Is there any of the specific rule changes you would call out as like, oh, that's a great change?
I think the initial critiques against shooting were kind of misplaced. I think that's probably one of the strongest tactical things you can do is waver your opponent, obviously if the unit can be wavered. Because that caught me out early.
Those big giant palace hordes where they get wavered.
And everything behind them gets stuck unless they're flying, and it's like, and that just hosed me a lot when the rules first came out.
Yeah, waver, you're losing a turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you might not get the turn back because they might kill you on the second turn. On the next subsequent.
I think that's a very powerful tool if you can do it right. And I've done it with like heavy shooting elves that I just waver a couple units and then they're just key units and that like everything behind them gets stuck.
Yeah.
And then like different decisions have to be made and you can like really capitalize on that.
What are your guys' thoughts? I'm gonna start with Nic. Fearless and shambling. Some people say shambling is not as good as it should be, maybe, and fearless is maybe better than it should be. I don't know.
Both of them.
You don't care. You're just like whatever
honestly,
the restraints are.
Well, and part of it is like I got into this game originally to play the armies I desired to play, which was undead. Like I've got multiple armies. It's frustrating with not being able to play certain armies now, or like your display armies that you have to build an entire new piece. But that happens every time we get a new edition, whatever.
It's not exclusive.
No,
Kings of War.
It's in every single game I've ever played in the history of the world, whatever. Yeah. So
except for X-Wing, where you can just buy other models.
Exactly. And you're like, this is wonderful. Exactly. That's why the game was toxic for so long, because you're like, oh, cool, I'm just going to buy this thing and win. But I don't think shambling is a problem. I think fearless can be really frustrating for your opponents. However, if you know what you're walking into and what to expect, like I've always looked at it for years, I think Undead has really struggled because we are slower than other armies and we've had that disadvantage for a while that we can't go at the double, and we still can't do it. So I'm playing the
Right.
same game from 3.5 with some new tools, and I feel we're better because we just don't get shot off the board on turn 1.
What about the idea, though, you can at the double, so you can't get that extra pivot that you would,
No.
it hasn't phased you.
It hasn't phased me, and
Okay.
if I need to, I can use the command, which allows me
Turn it
to
off.
drop it. And I've done it once or twice, and it is absolutely astounding and catches people out guard.
Yeah.
It's like,
I got to get to
wow.
that objective? Watch me
cool.
do it.
Oh, you mean my zombie legion can now go 10? Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. As long as I don't hit it. And the new rule now adds Pathfinder with Fracture, which is
Correct.
really cool.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, because now you can add the double through woods.
Exactly.
Or difficult terrain.
Exactly.
Is there anything, Ryan, anything in the book that you're like, I wish we could maybe tweak this or change this? It's maybe a little too powerful or a little too confusing, or just what would be your quibbles with 4th edition?
I don't know if I have any quibbles, but I think one, I guess, nerf that kind of took me off guard is the phalanx. It seems not as effective as it did in 3.5.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's like it doesn't have as much
In some ways,
battlefield effect.
yeah, I mean, some ways it's more powerful, considering the changes to hindered.
Yeah.
So because now phalanx just means you're hindered if you hit me from the front,
Yep.
which means hindered, you get no TC, right? Phalanx always had that, right? Phalanx didn't knock one off,
I think it knocked one off.
Yeah.
right?
One
Before,
TC.
right? So now it
It's-
makes it hindered, so you lose all of the TC
Yep.
if you're hitting a phalanx unit.
Yeah.
Well, I think it really works well with units that are cheaper. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, and again, I'm undead, so just bear with me.
Yeah,
Skeleton Spearman,
yeah.
105 points, I think, unless I'm wrong. I'm usually wrong. But 105 points for a little phalanx guy that can score. it
And
has
they're minus one to
nerf-
hit you,
yeah,
and they no TC.
and nerve 15 defense.
And a lot of
4.
the Cav is TC3 now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, I've actually I played some testing around some all Cavs lists, and then played some Zerkali lists and tried around quite a few things. And I was like, this is really, I have to be super careful against those smaller phalanx units because they can really stop everything. Yeah, you might blow through them, but just weight of dice. But so I think it hurts though, like with the elves and things like that, because you don't have some of those options as useful. And then I don't see it as much in Trident Realms because you were running what was your phalanx unit in Trident Realms?
No, I had an ensnare unit. The
Yeah, the ensnares.
ensnares. Yeah.
Yeah, and those seem to get blown up now.
Yeah.
So you guys both have the fracture book.
I have mine still on order because I ordered it
same.
with some other models.
No, so you don't have the fracture book.
No.
But have you looked at it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean a digital companion, which
Yeah.
is
Correct.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
at the companion like.
And they have
26
they have all the commands and stuff there, right? So, what are your standout, Ryan? What are some of the standout things from the fracture book?
To be honest, I haven't looked too much into it.
I should have started with this question, guys. Because another thing, a lot of people here say we're not even looking at the fracture book.
Yeah.
I don't want to even.
Yeah, I didn't want to get that in my
I
head.
don't want to mess up the rules. So
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at it yet until after this weekend.
Yeah, and I came into it with that mindset too.
No,
I just
it's
didn't want to
it's a good
confuse
mindset to have.
stuff. Yeah.
But did you look at any
Yeah.
of the rules? What were some of the things that stood out for you?
one of the biggest ones is the individual rule that they can actually score the loot tokens now. Our first round tomorrow is going to be on push. My individuals cannot carry those tokens and score.
Right.
In Fracture, they can't move. They have to stay on top of it.
Right.
So instead of just contesting, though, I could literally have somebody, if I pushed it across the line,
Yeah.
a unit dies. Well, there's a little
I think
guy right
loot
there.
in general got a lot of interesting tweaks, like the
Yes.
fact you can't withdraw with loot token.
Yep.
Withdraw, you got to drop it. Which,
It makes
spoiler,
sense.
that just makes sense.
Yeah, I
As
mean-
Jeremy would say, it just makes sense.
Yeah, you're losing your special thing because you're running away. That's what it is.
Any of the army updates?
I mean, for me, the werewolf change, getting something to be core like that is interesting, but I don't really run heavy werewolf. I'm
Yeah.
working on a few things like
And
that.
it's just one werewolf unit.
Just
score,
one.
Right? If it would have been multiples, then maybe
Then it
it's
would've
like,
been
oh, okay, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that's good, right? You can't break everything. You have
Yeah.
to do it systematically. I really like the new Tortured Souls.
I do too.
I think
they
they're
lost fly, but they got nimble, and I think they're more resilient. Maybe.
Yes. Well, and then as Blake has been hammering it into my head that Abyssals have had no terrain mitigation
Because they have Pathfinder as well, right? What do they have?
Pathfinder and Strider.
Pathfinder and Strider. So now you can, because they don't fly,
Yes.
they can get through the terrain at a fast pace, and they are not hindered.
So I think that's a really useful thing because Strider right now, in my opinion, is one of the most powerful rules in the entire game.
Yeah.
It mitigates a lot of deficiencies.
So many
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times my little werewolves love to run down there and be like, hey, cool, I'm going to charge you because you're on a fence. And they're like, you're hindered. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
It makes them more effective.
Strider's really
exactly, which is why everyone's
And more
crazy with
consistent.
them.
Yeah.
Yes, and consistent with those things. So I like those changes. Across the other ones, I haven't seen anything that's just like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Commands, I think they added 2 more generic.
They did.
commands.
They added one where you can back up at full speed.
Yes,
and
that's
then
cool.
and then basically one that's like bladed slashing. For
Yes.
instance.
Which, okay,
I mean, if you got nothing else to do, then great.
sure, might as well. I really do like that with it's not withdraw, it's like disengage or what is it? What is the command called? The one where they
I don't remember, but
Oh.
I should look it up. But
Yeah.
it lets you back up
Yes. And
full
then,
speed.
Yes.
At full speed, but you cannot pivot.
exactly. And that
But that's
very
you
useful.
You can get out, right?
Very
So,
useful.
Yeah.
I like that change.
Yeah. There's a lot. I can't wait to talk to Blake about Forces of the Abyss because out of
Oh, you'll love his story about his new gargoyles. So.
Okay. Did the TSA touch him?
No, it's more like Blake touched them. It was funny because Blake actually brought Night Stalkers.
Today?
Yeah, he's
Is
bringing
it his
Night
glow in the dark army?
Yeah, it's so cool. And he added the, I'm going to not say the word, but the dragon that looks like a thing. Alec nature of...
a penis.
Phallic dragon.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's giving me crap. And I'm like, dude, do you see the veins on those wings? Get out.
That's it's throbbing with passion.
Exactly. Yeah,
No, Force of the Abyss, very flavorful. Being able to turn off commands,
that's cool.
that's something unique. Now, it's an expensive unit to do that. You got a few of those options there. I mean, also, they have the reverse doppelganger,
Yep.
where
Yep.
they fight you and you get their stats.
Their stats
So let
instead.
them. All right, here comes some lower missiles. Take my hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Please.
10 attacks hitting on 5s.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That.
Oh, you're a Horde of Palace Guard? Oh,
that's good. That
sorry.
sucks. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything else? Go ahead. Keep going.
I mean, so like again, I think for me personally, I think the game's in a really good state. I love the new mechanics. I actually think that they're great. Super easy for new players. We had 2 new players. I mean, James qualified for Masters, and he hadn't played that many games. I mean, Best of the Rest was the most games he'd had in a single
Right.
span of a year, and so for him, he found it easier to play, and quite a few other players. I think we're competing, unfortunately, for quite a few things, which is challenging. Like MCP is continuing to just
It's a great game.
dominate the market.
Yeah, it's a great game, and it hits a different sliver, right?
Yep.
There's superhero fans out here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
oh, I have the
hey,
same
well,
thing.
and they also have hero clicks, but MCP is.
Yeah, it's
great
great. I mean, I played it competitively for a little while over the last 6 months, and actually won a couple tournaments, and I was just like, but it got out of control. It got to the point where I couldn't keep up, and that's the one thing that I've always appreciated by Kings is like, yes, these lists do get updated. I don't remember every single profile, but nothing here is outrageous. Nothing is unbalanced to the point where I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
There's things that need to be tweaked,
Absolutely.
but they're not. Them alone are not typically going to win the game.
No.
Right. And I mean, X-Wing had that problem too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or any of those. I mean, it's not just Atomic Mass games, but a lot of people have.
the
even
power creep is
GW,
crazy.
same thing, right? Like they bring out a new army, it's like, well, they're obviously going to be better than everything else, and then they'll tone it back, but out of the box. But the pace of change is less in Kings of War. We're not updating the armies as often, and so, the argument, the counter argument is, well, everything's vanilla.
To a degree. My only recommendation for anything that we change moving forward is I didn't like the initial rollout of command because it created a very vast disparity very
Well,
quickly.
you got the nature one, which gives
Yep.
you Strider.
Yep.
You get the Sally one that gives you +1 defense. There's a few winners in that bunch.
Yep.
And then there's some that are like, well, that's the bubble prize. That's not a good prize.
Yep. It's like, honestly, like undead, very situational. Yeah, you can use them, but a life leech, you're not going to use that until you get into combat.
Yeah.
And you're not going to blast out and drop your shambling immediately unless you're playing a super tanky army that can keep up with it. Like if you're running werewolves and you drop the shambling so you can use some whites to jump out there with them and create some screening and some powerhouse, that works. But I've always struggled with that. So I'm not a huge fan of that portion of it. I think it'll get better. I don't like the slow drip. I would rather have it all now and then make some changes. Give everyone the exact same amount of commands. That would be fun.
Yeah. I will say the Fracture book did update a bunch of commands of armies that are not in the book.
Yep.
And like the case of the Ratkin command, that's been changed, so you can't cast it on the wretches anymore. So I mean, they're listening, right?
Yes.
And I think we're moving in the right direction. The Strider command for nature is now, I think, a 5+ to hit.
Yep.
So it's a little harder. So, we're moving in the right direction. But to your point, there's a lot of armies still to go. We only got 8 in. It's going to be a little while. Now, it won't be the same timetable of, like a GW who only makes an army book every however often, right?
Yep.
So we're going to get 4 again in November. I mean, within 2.5 years from launch, we'll have all the armies.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if you're one of those, and hopefully, Ronnie is correct. He said that the book coming out in November will have much more significant changes than we even saw in Fracture. So maybe we'll get some more stuff.
Yeah.
But I just like when they do an army in both Invasion and Fracture, they're more colorful, they're more interesting. They, like the Force of the Abyss army feels like the army like, you want to do that? I'm not letting you do that. Like it's like almost like the counter army. Right? And it's just like, that's just a cool theme to be like, you want to, no, you're not going to do that.
Yep.
I'm pulling you into the abyss. You're not doing that.
Yep.
So
I mean, it's the same thing with Fearless and Shambling with Undead. It makes sense. Like, it's an army rule that makes sense. So if we can stay in some of those veins and some of those rules, then that would, I think, enhance a lot of it. And then, nature made sense. I mean, they're like forest things.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're used to running around and not getting tripped by the vines, where the rest of us Basalians will, because we're
Were you
dudes.
surprised though that they leaned so heavily into herd in the new nature list, or do you think that was a natural evolution there?
I think that was kind of the rumors from the get-go, wasn't it? Like they were going to combine them and...
That could very. I mean, I just.
I don't know.
For me, I was surprised. I thought, oh well, because you had Elemental, you had Order of the Green Lady, right?
Yeah.
Kind of 2 of the builds, and you had the herd. And I'm like, well, you don't make any herd models. So I was surprised that they made the herd models and actually leaned heavily into herd, and then kind of made the army into 2 versions. I mean, there's a couple token Green Ladies units left, but it's not like the Brother Mark where you can actually make a Brother Mark list, right? So it's going to be interesting because I think we already had a lot of elemental type players, and those models are all available in the vault, and they can. But now you have a different version of the herd, which is, the different version of nature, which is the Pharaon based centaur cat horse people. I'm like, it's like it's cool, but I wasn't expecting it. So
I was not. It made sense. I was actually not thrilled with let's already tune a list that's already been touched pretty heavily, but it feels like to me that this was something they had planned and wanted to do initially already, and now it was like, this is the first book, let's roll it out, because this was already planned, something that we had been working on.
They must have started this book before the 4th edition even launched,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
They've been, you don't make those models in 6 months. It takes a while.
Yeah. So it gives them cool opportunities too. And if you've noticed, any of the, the special Mantic armies do get a little bit more attention right now, and they, they're a company. They're going to have to sell models and sell STLs and do those type of things.
But at least if you don't have a Mantic supported army from a model perspective, they're still effective.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, I mean, you'll see this weekend that all these. I'm always surprised. Yes, we have our mainstay players that you're like, you're going to finish in the top 10. Of course you're going to. Okay, Adam. Okay, Keith. Let's
Keith Randall, Adam Ballard?
Yeah.
Do you really rate Keith that high?
I do.
Okay.
Well, and again, maybe
is that because of the matchups you've had?
Yeah, Keith kicked my teeth in. But because I came into the scene as a real noob in 2020 or even 2019, actually, I think it was, and. I look up to these guys. These are guys that I consistently always see at the top tables.
Yeah.
And I'm always surprised when I'm like, how did you not finish better than you did for some reason? Because, well, they're my friends, one.
Yeah.
But also, these are guys that I have studied tactics, like Pat Allen. I feel like I watched every one of his stream game to just learn how to play Undead.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing it since the beginning, right?
Yeah.
The first master, right?
I got to play him in Seattle, and I never forget, I'm shaking, and I'm moving my unit, and he's like, you okay? I'm like, no, I'm playing you, Pat. And I've watched all your games. I know you're going to kick my teeth in, but holy crap.
But he's so encouraging.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you'll be fine. You're going to do fine. Don't worry.
And he kicked my teeth in, but it was still a great game, and I learned 100%. So much from it.
I'm jealous of Ryan tomorrow though, because Noah Hutton is just—he's a hoot to play. He's a wild card. He's a nut job.
He was my first round matchup last year.
Yeah. Did you guys have a bloodbath or did you stomp him?
No, it was a bloodbath.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because it was like I got off lucky because he had a lot of answers to just blow up undead with all of exploding rats. I'm like, that's not what we want to see. But I think he dipped into his jar and ate chocolate. And if you don't know what that is, basically when he rolls double ones, he pulls a little chocolate out of his like leprechaun bag and eats one just to be like, I'm a nice, like, yeah, that's fine, no big deal, it's a game. But I think he did it 6 times in our game, and I was like, that's rough. So I was like, I feel like I got off lucky on that one.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. What are you guys hoping for this weekend? What's your goal? I mean, we all want to go 6-0, but what's your goal?
Well, if I go 6-0, then I won't catch my flight because then that means I may win an award, and that's not a thing. I don't plan on winning an award. I would like to still, in this edition, go 3-3. I think that's always my mindset coming to Masters. And the last couple, I've been able to do like 4-2, which has been
it's great.
Way above my expectations. So if I can do 50%, I'm cool.
And what did you do last year? Let's remind the
4-2.
4-2.
I think I finished like 20.
Where did you finish last?
Oh, let's not talk about that.
So, what your goal is to do better than last year?
Yeah.
And that's not a high bar.
No, it's not.
Okay. But did you finish higher than Blake?
No. I finished dead last.
Okay, dead last.
0-6.
Well, you know what?
It was a rough 2 days.
It was the Trident Rum's fault.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that.
It was my dice fault.
Gosh, who was I think it was my first day opponent on Sunday. He wears the Kermit shirt, the nicest dude ever, and I can't remember his name. He was playing Trident Realms, and like it came so close to the wire. Again, all those games were just so close last year, which is great because it makes it fun. There was no stomping, but he was like the nicest dude beating me up with Trident Realms. I'm like, man,
was it Adam Ortel or no?
No, I don't remember his name, but I think he was from Pacific Northwest, and like this team doesn't. I don't think anyone from the Pacific Northwest weighed it this year. Like, there's nobody from the team. Unfortunately,
they have no.
I don't think anybody from the team came.
Okay.
Yeah, that's,
not even Ryan.
I think Ryan backed out. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's sad. But yeah, I think Tridents are great. I mean, Danny abuses me with him on a regular basis.
Well, he abuses a lot of people.
Yes. I'm always surprised when Danny shows up and he kicks our teeth in, and then he goes to the events and he's like, I went 3-2 or whatever, and I'm like, how are you not going 5-0? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
He's a great player, so no, it's gonna be awesome.
Hopefully, you guys. So, what is your goal for tomorrow?
I would like to win 2.
So you want to go 2-4 is the goal?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
I think you can do better than that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
you probably can, but at least that's an achievable goal.
It's an achievable goal.
Yeah, and if you can beat it, then you're like, oh, look at that, I beat my goal.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm 3-3. Now you're going to be rolling, for me, I would just be like, it's going to be better than Blake. It's like, right? It's going to be better than Blake.
I think we all have goals of beating Blake. I think that's a win for the whole team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, Blake got me into the game. He's amazing at the game. He just, sometimes likes to run the armies that are a little bit under where they can be at that
That's
point.
fun, though. That's what I like about Kings of War. You don't have to run the meta choice. You can run something that you have
Run
models.
whatever you want.
You can run whatever you want. And if you play it well, you can be competitive.
Exactly.
And in this room, I mean, you just look at the Goblin lists. I mean, they're wildly different. I mean, the Raccoon list, most of them do have wretches, right? I mean, that's probably the thing. But most of the armies, there's a bunch of nature armies. Tons, right?
Yeah.
And tons of, It's good. You guys, either one of you have like a dark horse, like a person you think could win this thing or should win this thing or likely to win this thing? The problem is this room is, one is, a lot of people here we don't know before.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of new players.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a wild card there. But what are you going to say?
There's a lot of top tier players. I think
There's a lot of top. Anybody can
really
win.
hard to tell.
I'm always surprised because maybe it was because I think it was my first Masters. Travis and I played, and I think his Goblin list. I just don't know if many lists have answers to Goblins at the moment. I
Not
think
that list that can shoot
no.
you and then have so much unit strength.
So I mean, again, I really do personally think like this could easily be Travis's year. I wouldn't call it a dark horse. I feel like
No, he would be a front runner.
A front runner.
Yeah. Do you guys have a dark horse? Somebody that anybody from the West Coast? You think, hey, it might surprise some people? Is it Danny's year?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice. The West doesn't get a lot of respect, and that's all right. So we gotta show up somehow. I think one of us needs to crack.
Well, you did
into
a
the
good job
top
by
10.
kicking Jeremy to the curb. Now you guys can win some games.
Yeah, then we didn't bring Scott this time, so we're not going to be in the top 10 now.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. That's right.
I want alcohol. Oh, Kyle.
All right.
Pretzel Twinkie wants some alcohol. So, and apparently Sean just called me. So,
Fantastic. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. We'll have to talk tomorrow, Ryan, after you destroy Noah Hutton and his filthy racking slaves.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Slaves.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Countercharge. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at counterchargepodcast@gmail.com, on Twitter at countercharge15, or by commenting on the Countercharge Kings of War podcast Facebook group. If you enjoy the show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Until next time, keep countercharging. Music is a composition of Kevin MacLeod and is licensed under Creative Commons.